You Mullen investors and moneymakers, welcome back to the channel. Mullen finally did go below 9 cents that we have been waiting for. In this particular video, we'll be doing some analysis, technical pointers. We'll see it went to 850, so 8.5 cents. Today's range is pretty choppy, 8.5 cents, and it went to 0.0930. Nasdaq is pretty much flat at the moment. Dow Jones is down 0.25%, 77.42% as you see on my screen. Mullen is down 5.50%. Mullen is not alone in today's market. Many and most of the common small cap stocks that I've watched are down at the moment, and VIX is down 2.55%. Right now, the market has a turbulence. What we will do in this video is we will review, we'll do the analysis of the price pointers and price action, because if you remember correctly, we have been waiting for this 9 cents. Will this go from 9 cents to 12 cents? Write down in the comment section below 12 cents if you believe that it'll hit 12 cents very soon. We have seen that in the very recent past that we went to the 9 cent and quickly we jumped back up to the 16 cents. So the history can repeat once again. Take a look. On March 28th, we were at 9 cents and we spiked back up to 16 cents pretty quickly. I'll be covering one of the update from Mullen came out late last night about their forming an Advanced Energy Operations LLC Limited. Write down in the comment section below if you really know anything about this company, because at the moment I was not able to find too much information in the public domain. We'll do the price prediction and price analysis. Remember, I am not a financial advisor, but I do a ton of research, which I will be doing once again. We'll look into the moving average, we'll look into the RSI. We will consider these green juicy bars as to what they are doing in terms of the buying volume. We'll look into the short selling pressure. And short sellers are staying pretty strong, and bulls are counting on what is going to happen with Randy Marion, what is going to happen with the LAX 60-day Menzies pilot program, what Mullen is going to come up with, because there are some utilities that Menzies wants Mullen to address, which is pretty normal in that kind of a pilot, and that's the goal of the pilot, right? When you're in alpha and beta phase, you want to make sure that what are the utilities for the business, especially when it comes to the commercial business, can be addressed sooner rather than later before it goes into the general availability. Right now, Mullen is down 5.61%. 13.90, almost 14% down in last 5 days. 1 month we are down 31%, 6 months we are down 73%, and 72% down year to date. Now this is important because tip ranks put the road ahead, and after that you see that Mullen Automative Stocks well below $1, and we are not going above 10 cents, at least at the moment in today's trading session. What is going on? First things first. Now hit the like button. We need at the least 150 likes on this video so we can share this information with more and more people. Subscribe to the channel and motivate me. We have been doing analysis on many of the penny stock. Remember, I am not a financial advisor. These are not the videos for buy and sell advice or anything along those lines. Do your own due diligence. At the end of the day, that's your own money. You don't want to lose your hard-earned savings, and which is why I don't invest more than 5 to 6% in penny stocks. And I would recommend most people will do the same unless you really know what you're doing, which many times we don't, because it is highly dependent on how the market will work, what will be the good or bad PRs about a particular stock. And for Mullen, we made money. I love to write for free, and you should do the same as well. Now, Mullen Automotive forms Mullen Advanced Energy Operations Limited, and what this means is an emerging EV manufacturer company. Mullen announced today the partnership with Global EV Technology Inc. Now, I tried searching for Global EV Technology Inc, could not really find a ton of information. Saw something on Twitter, saw something on Facebook, but I couldn't really find a concrete site and what exactly they're doing. So that's one company, and the other one is EV Technologies LLC, collectively EVT, with an initial development for improving energy management technology for electric vehicles in greater range and vehicle performance. Now, if you know that what we are trying to focus on is how can we get to 600 miles on one single charge? How can we get better performance for the vehicle once you charge it fully? So on a full charge, on 19-minute charge, we know that they're also working on the solid state polymer battery technology that is going to revolutionize. If that works out, it's going to be a real revolution into the EV technology. And the chances are many EV automakers or the device makers will follow MULN's footprint, and they may have some of the patent that they can get the licensing deals, so on and so forth. But so far, it is a cash burning business. They're burning cash. They have $110 million funding secured, so they are going to be running with that funding. But by that time, we also expect some of the earnings. Now, once they have more sales and more earnings, they'll help them run their operations even better, because that will help them coming out of their negative cash zone, negative net income cash zone. Now, going back to this newly formed company, under the newly formed entity, Mullen owns 51%, so they will own the rights as to the decision making, the business strategy, decision making as well, making sure that what is the mission and vision that they're trying to solve for their company, for Mullen and for the world as a whole, and it will consolidate as the results of its operation in Mullen Automative Inc. Under the agreement between the parties. With global EV technology, will be contributing its technology and existing contracts to MAEO, and Mullen will provide capital, execution, and commercialization to grow the business. Both the companies will contribute and work together, and known verified technology for existing vehicle performance and existing battery range. At this stage, as this technology has an immediate and key implications on electric vehicles, MAEO's initial development is focused on improving Mullen's lineup on commercial and consumer EVs. Commercial and consumer, it covers both Randy Marion as well as Menzies and whatever else Mullen is doing. Now, we're eagerly waiting to hear back when Mullen is going to fulfill more order. When they fulfill the purchase order, that means that will be more money into the pocket from Mullen, which means more sell. We know that we are expecting somewhere around 37 million in the earning season in terms of the sales, right? Now, that sell will help out the negative cash flow that Mullen has at the moment. They are also getting $110 million in funding, and that will help them as well. The founder of this particular companies and chief scientific officer, Lawrence, is a successful lifelong inventor. So there's an inventor for 30 years, and accomplishments are right here. They hold over 120 IPs, so intellectual properties are patent, as well as numerous patents and trademarks. They knock out 360 fire extinguisher, one of the only extinguisher in the US market that UL approved in the electric vehicle fire. Sounds like ILUS, if you realize, because they are very big in fire extinguisher and the fire technology as well. They featured in various magazines, so on and so forth. I'm not sure if I value that too much. The important is basically what the sales is going to do with this type of technology, what this person, Lawrence, is going to get in and fix the sales technology and how they can sell more, right? Received the award from here, lifelong resident of hometown, so on and so forth. So we'll need to see what exactly is going to happen after this tie-up, where this partnership can go. By the way, right now, if you think about, let's do a little bit of a price prediction and price analysis, because we know, you and I both know, that we have been talking about Mullen can hit 9 cents and can go slightly below, and today's our day. You make money when the market is fearful, and when market is greedy, as someone famously said, you really want to be fearful at that time. Take a look, today's volume 220 million compared to the average volume of 238 million. We still have 2.5 hours more to go into the market, and this volume should definitely go above and beyond the average volume. But take a look yesterday, what did we do in terms of the volume? 206. So we already surpassed the volume from yesterday, which is a good sign. But at the same time, we saw that the new lower low, which is not really a good sign, but there is a positive momentum in my opinion, because 9 cents and below, not only me, I've seen that on Reddit, on Twitter, on Facebook, many people were looking for that particular line or the particular support, and we wanted to see how low Mullen can go. It did not go below 850. Right now we're almost at 6 cents, 9 cents, almost at 9 cents, 0893. So almost at 9 cents. Our volume is looking pretty healthy at the moment. I'm pretty sure that at the end of the day, when we will see the short volume, it's going to skyrocket. Yesterday's short volume was 54.53% FINRA short volume ratio, which is pretty high compared to 120 million in volume. We saw 65 million was the short volume. So the short sellers are not stepping back, and off exchange short volume ratio is pretty high as well. Short interest float 7.86, And off-exchange short volume ratio, I already talked about, 65.5 million. Now, all in all, our volume looks good. You want to focus on what do we want to do from 8.5 cents. Will it go to 12 cents? Because if it goes to 12 cents, it is a 50% return on your investment opportunity. If you make 4 cents out of, or 4.5 cents out of 8.5 cents, which accounts for 50% return on investment. That can happen in next couple of days or 3. If they come up with good PR now, and we need some positive momentum as well. The short sellers are strong because we have been seeing negative news and some of the concerns around the selling that is happening, 2.1 billion, which is kind of a delusion. Mullen is struggling for money as well. We don't really know what the revenue is going to look like. Yes, there are some forecasts that revenue will be close to 37 million-ish, but we don't really know for the fact. One thing that you want to notice is what Mullen is doing in terms of the price action and the technical analysis. Take a look right here. The red bar is the moving average. You see that the red bar is about the real-time price point. In my opinion, that's not really a bullish sign, but that can happen when the entire market is down. So I'm not really counting that against Mullen, but we saw the spike up and it went to 910 on 19th, which is today, which is again, the real-time price point went above the moving average, which is helping. So if you take a look, it is going in the positive direction at the moment, but I really want to see it sustain. Now take a look right here. Earlier in the morning, we went to 850. At that point, we saw a huge red bar, which was the selling volume. In my opinion, this will be short selling volume, and you really want to see, because there is a step down, right? So step down, we got to 850 and we started going back up because the green bar started appearing. People started buying and realizing that it can hit couple of cents couple of cents higher very soon. And remember that that's 20 to 30% gain just within a day. So if you bought something at 8.5 or let's say 9 cents, if it hits 12 cents within a day or two, you are looking at 33.33%, almost 1/3 return on your investment. Now the RSI, at least at the moment, looks pretty good to me. 50 RSI does not really suggest any, or it's not a red flag to me, not an overbought, not an oversold condition. And all in all, the volume is looking pretty healthy as well. I'm not super sure about what Mullen is trying to get out of this tie-up or this newly formed company, Mullen Advanced Operations LLC. We'll get to hear more. We did not really see anything from NAFA Expo. Their chief commercial officer was appearing, and I was hoping out of media day some sort of exciting news, but it didn't happen. Here I am sharing this information. All I ask you is to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, motivate me. Write down in the comment section below if you want me to cover any particular stock, ticker. I'll go ahead and do it for you. And thanks for watching.